Narayanaaya. Om Namo 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 Narayanaaya. Friends, welcome. Hearty greetings to you all. Good that slowly becoming introverted, slowly becoming chintaka, thinker about the spiritual sadhana evolution. Slowly, the Upanishadic truths are entering into our system, which is very tough for an ordinary person. But for those who are regular, serious, sincere, have Guru Bhakti, Shruti Bhakti, Daiva Bhakti, to them these subtle things start happening that of interest in spirituality, ability to be regular, ability to understand. Then you can now at this stage understand these two things, that the evolution is in knowledge, and through the study of Shastras, that knowledge we are gaining. So thus this is the meaning of evolution. The same knowledge when becomes practical, more evolved we are. When it becomes experiential, ultimately, then we have reached the acme. That is the meaning when the Shastras say, Yad gatva nani vartante, or Yat prapya na kinchid praptavyamasti. You understand these sentences when we hear the literal meaning of which is, when you reach that, nothing more is there to reach, nothing more to gain. That is the experience of the knowledge which we are gaining through the due inner outer sadhanas. But gaining this knowledge itself is a sign to tell us what is the meaning of evolution. Evolution is not in remaining at the upadhis sthai and then trying to make ourselves happy only at that level through the outer worldly gains, which are temporary. The objects are temporary, the upadhis are temporary, the small little pleasures that gained are also temporary, very limited in their depth and quantity, and endowed with so many of the difficulties. But in that pure knowledge, what I am, all these things are sorted out. It's a permanent happiness bliss. So, hope through these exposures to the Shastras every day, this most essential understanding named transformation is happening in us. Till it more clearly, thoroughly happens, we can continue. Thereafter, then slowly we have to even start doing our the sadhanas also to translate those experience, those knowledges into experience. Even while understanding the sadhanas, starting to do them also, there will be confusion, there will be vagueness, you know, like when you enter into a new house, till some time it takes, we are confused and vague where to keep what. Then लगाएंगे, चेंज करेंगे, सोफा इधर, टेबल उधर, ये सब चलता है. But once we are thorough about the house and our requirements and conveniences, within a month's time, everything correctly is put in its place, isn't it? शुरू में वो दिक्कत होता है, because you have to know which is to be kept where for what purpose. In the same way, in the sadhana kala also, to understand clearly which sadhana to do, how it has to be done, it takes lot of understanding, trial and error method. then a clear picture will come to us. We are supposed to do even that also. Simultaneously, if you do, it's good. That's the best option. Other option is let the knowledge become thorough, then start becoming sadhak. It is not a best recommended thing. The best recommended is start trying to do only while learning without a delay. है ना? Theory and apprentice दोनों एक ही बार करने से mastery in both theory and practice comes together. May we be more devoted to Guru Shastra Devata. May we be more blessed by them. May we are able to do more and also gain more and grow more. That is the best wish anybody can do. We do the same. So here we are to do our 5 things like every day. Veda Parayanam, common sense thought, Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpas, Veda Mantra, Upanishad Mantrocharana, Upanishad Mantra Adhenam with Bhashyam, with Shraddha Bhakti to gain more depth in our understanding. Shwethashwathara Upanishad is repeatedly making us understand all aspects of the truth and its glory and repeatedly urging us that knowing this truth is the highest achievement. That when you gain it, once gain it, all the dukkha, all the shoka, all the limitations, you understand, all the needs to put efforts to achieve something or the other is all will end. And the thing is what? Is there any other alternative than this? Means there is no other alternative. Even to say that also repeatedly we are told. ज्ञात्वा देवम उच्यते सर्वपाशैः सर्वपाशापहानिः you know shoka nivrutti dukkha nivrutti. How many times we are told? Almost in every mantra. As it was said 3-4 days back, we have to start sympathizing with the gurus of these Upanishads to see their kindness and compassion of guiding us towards the truth and moksha. That sympathizing with them should enable us to feel how much efforts they are putting to inform and inspire us. And from that feeling, our readiness for ourselves to take up this sadhana more seriously, sincerely will happen. Then really take it up, start doing it, go through those initial hurdles, problems. And this is no new for us. We have done it when we started our education, when we started our cycling, when we have started our driving, when we started our professions, businesses. Everywhere it was an understanding, it was an acceptance, it was an initiative taken, it was initial hurdles and struggles gone through. With that, the maturity gained. With the gained maturity, then things started falling in correct place. Isn't it? In the same way here also. We have started, let us be trying our sadhanas too, and while doing them, so many hiccups will be there, doubts, hesitations, alternative thoughts, और कुछ करेंगे ये सारे आते रहते हैं and this is a devil mind easily it won't yield, isn't it? It has its own knack and way to what you call play masquerie with us. It has nothing to achieve ultimately. बस हमको रुलाना है, हमको परेशान करना है ना, हमको डिस्ट्रैक्ट करना है. Then to understand all this and therefore taking these suggestions of the mind lightly and intellectual convictions seriously, they all will happen to us. But we have to very loyal, है ना, to these shastras, satsangas, guru and all, honest with ourselves. हमारे साथ ऑनेस्टी के साथ लॉयल्टी जब हम मेंटेन करते हैं, वी आर द बेनिफिशियल. So let us continue these 5 things with utmost Shraddha. In the Vedic chanting, it is Rigvedaha Navama Mandalam. Let us start doing from 72nd Anuvaka. Let us do how many we can see, how many we can do, depending on the size of each of the Anuvaka. Om Athaveda Rigvedaha नवममण्डलम् अथ द्विसप्ततितम मन्त्रादारभ्य ॐ हरिं मृजन्त्यरुषो न युज्यते सन्धेनुभिः कलशे सोमो अज्यते उद्वाच मीरयति हिन्वते मति पुरुष्टुतस्य कतिचित् परिप्रियः साकं वदन्ति बहवो मनीषिण इन्द्रस्य सोमं जठरे यदा दुहः यदि मृजन्ति सुगभस्तयो नर सनीलाभिर्दशभिः काम्यं मधो अरममाणो अत्येतिका अभिसूर्यस्य प्रियं दुहितुस्थिरो रवम् अन्वस्मै जोषमभरद्विनस्मिसं विनङ्गृसस्सं द्वयीभिः स्वश्रुभिः क्षेतिजामिभिः मृधुतो अदृशुतो बर्हिषि प्रियः प्रतिर्गवां प्रदिव इन्दुर्हृत्वियः पुरन्धिवान्मनुषो यज्ञसाधन शुचिर्धिया पवते सोम इन्द्रते नृबाहुभ्यां चोदितो धारया सुतोऽनुष्वधं पवते सोम इन्द्रते अप्राह आप्राह क्रतून् समजैरध्वरे मतीर्वेर्नदृशच्छम्वो रासदद्धरिः अंशुं दुहन्ति स्तनयन्तमक्षितं कविं कवयोपसोमनीषिणः समी गावो मतयो यन्ति संयतरुदस्य यो नासदने पुनर्भुवः नाभा पृथिव्यादरुणो महो दिवोपामूर्मौ सिन्धुष्वन्तरुक्षितः इन्द्रस्य वज्रो वृषभो विभुवसु सोमो हृदे पवते चारुमत्सरः सतोपवस्वपरिपार्थिवं रजः स्तोत्रे शिक्षन्नाधून्वते च सुक्रतो मानो निर्भाग्वसुन साधनस्पृशो रयिं पिशङ्गं बहुलं वसीमहि आतून इन्दो शतधात्वश्व्यं सहस्रधातु पशुमद्हिरण्यवत उपमा स्वबृहतिरेवतीरिशोधि स्तोत्रस्य पवमाननो गहि 73 स्रक्वे द्रप्सस्व धमद्रप्स्यस्व स्रक्वे द्रप्सस्य धमतः समस्वरनृतस्य योना समरन्तनाभयः त्रीन् समूर्ध्नो असुरश्चक्र आरभे सत्यस्य नाम सुकृतमपि परन् सम्यक् सम्यञ्चो महिषा अहेशत सिन्धोरूर्मावधि वेना अविविपन्न मधोर्धाराभिर्जनयन्तो अर्कमित् प्रियामिन्द्रस्य तन्वमविवृधन् पवित्रवन्तः परिवाचमासते पितैषां प्रत्नो अभिरक्षति व्रतं महस्समुद्रं वरुणस्थिरो दधे धीरा इच्छेकुर्दरुणेष्वारभं सहस्रधारे वदे समस्वरं दिवो नाके मधुजिह्वा असश्चदः अस्य स्पशो न निमिषन्ति भूर्णयः पदे पदे पाशिनः सन्ति सेतवः पितुर्मातुरध्याये समस्वरन् ऋचा शोचन्तः सन्दहन्तो अव्रतान् इन्द्रद्विष्टामपदमन्ति मायया त्वचमसि निम्भूमनो दिवस्परे रत्नान्मानादध्याये समस्वरन् श्लोकयन् त्रासो रवसस्य मन्तवः अपानक्षासो बधिरा अहासत नुतस्य पन्तां न तरन्ति दुष्कृतः सहस्रधारे विदधे पवित्र आवासं पुनन्ति कवयो मनीषिणः रुद्रास येषामिहिरासो अद्रुहः स्पशस्वञ्चः सुदृशो नृचक्षसः ऋतस्य गोपानदभाय सुक्रतूस्त्रे स शपवित्रा हृद्यस्तरा दधे विद्वान् स विश्वा भुवनाभि पश्यत्यवाजुष्टान् विद्यति कर्ते अव्रतान् ऋतस्य तन्तुर्विततः पवित्र आ जिह्वया अग्रे वरुणस्य मायया धीराश्चित्तत्सविनक्षन्त अशतात्रा आशतात्रा कर्तमव पदात्यप्रभुः. Two more will do. 74. ॐ शिशुर्न जातो वचक्रदध्वनेश्वर्यद्वाज्यरुषः दिवो रेतसा सचते पयो वृथा तमीमहे सुमदे शर्म सप्रदः दिवो यस्कम्भो दरुणस्वादद आपूर्णो अंशो पर्येति विश्वदः सेमे महीरोदसे यक्षदावृदा समीचीने दादारसमिषः कविः महिप्सरः सुकृतं सौम्यं मधुर्वी गव्योतिरतितेर्हृतौ ऋतयते ईशेयो वृष्टेरित उश्रियो वृषापान्नेताय इत ऊतिर्रुग्मियः आत्मन्वन्नभो दुह्यते घृतं पयरुतस्य नाभिरमृतं विजायते समीचीनाः सुदानव प्रीणन्ति तं नरोहितमवमेहन्ति पेरवः हरावीदं शुस्सजमान ऊर्मिणा देवाव्यं मनुषे विन्वति त्वचौ दधाति गर्भमदितेरुपस्थायेन तोकं च तनयं च धामहे सहस्रधारेवता असष्टतस्तृतीये सन्तु रजसि प्रजावदेः चतस्रो नाभो निहिता अवो दिवो हविर्भरन्त्यमृतं घृतश्चुदः श्वेतं रूपं कृणुते यत्सिषा सति सोमो मीड्वा असुरो वेद भूमनः धिया शमी सजदे सेमभि प्रबद्धिवस्कवन्धमवदर्श दुद्रिणौ अधश्वेदङ्गलशङ्गो विरक्तं कार्ष्मन्नावाज्यक्रमेत्स सवान् आहिन्विरे मनसा देवयन्द कक्षीवते शतहिमाय गोनाम अद्भे सोमपपृचानस्य तेरसो व्योवानं विपवानदावते समृज्यमानः कविभिर्वदिन्तमस्वदस्वेन्द्राय पवमान ईतये. One more. अविप्रियाणि भवते च नो हितो नामानि यह्वो अधियेषु वर्धते आसूर्यस्य बृहतो बृहन्नधिरथं विश्वं च मरुहद् विचक्षणः ऋतस्य जिह्वा भवते मधुप्रियं वक्ता पतिर्धियो अस्यादाभ्यः कृष्ण दधाति पुत्रः पित्रोरिपीच्यौ नाम तृतीयमधिरोचने दिवः अवद्युतानः कलशागम् अचिक्रदन्रुभिर्येमानः कोश आहिरण्यये अवे मृदस्य दोहना अनूशताधि त्रिपृष्ठ उषसो विराजते अद्रिभिः सुतो मतिभिश्च नो हितः प्ररोचयन् रोदसी मातरा शुचिः रोमाण्यव्यासमया विधावति मतोर्धारा पिन्वमाना दिवे दिवे परिसोमप्रधन्वा स्वस्तये नृभिः पुनानो अभिवासया शिरम् ये ते मदा अहनसो विहायस्तस्तेभिरिन्द्रं चोदय दातवे मघम्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः Shantihi. Friends, the chanting of these mantras is first time to me also like you all. Don't think that all these are known. आपको जैसा है दिक्कत same with me too. But a good practice for me, I am doing it for two reasons of salutations and invocations of grace of Shruti Mata and Rishi Parampara. Second reason is to develop this concentration. It's a continuous process. We are feeling to have a class of 15-20 minutes morning or night, wherein we just do Parayanam as we are doing now and some japa alternatively, ye ek din o ek din, so that every day we are trying to bring our mind into the concentrational practice. Let us see how the Lord wants. Now, in our common sense thought, friends, the most important qualifications of sadhana chatushtaya sampada, we have seen all the four of them to the extent we could understand them. Today we will see some mutual relation between them, and then with these sadhana chatushtaya sampada thoroughly gained when we approach to the Guru. We must approach to the Guru. What we have to do, what Guru does for us as a spiritual evolution, which we very frequently talk because that's the subject we're always dealing with it. But in this context, in this sequence, adding that makes this subject complete. So, what are the 9 sadhanas? Viveka, Vairagya. Then Shamadama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana. Then Mumukshutva. So, all the 9 of them. So, in this 9 of those sadhanas, what is most important is if the second sadhana and the fourth sadhana, if they are not there, thoroughly mastered, then the third sadhana of Samadhi Shatka Sampada becomes meaningless. Because through Shamadhamadi, we have controlled senses and mind. But Vairagya is not there. Then what's the use of all of this? Isn't it? So too, Mumukshata is not there. Then what do we do with the Samadhi? Again we involve in the something other than the moksha giving Paramatma Prapti only. Therefore, these two are to be focused more thoroughly. You know? The shloka in Viveka Chudamani is so beautiful. They says, uh, Vairagyam chamamokshitvam tivram yasya tu vidyate. Mm, mm. Ah, yes. Tadevartavantasyuhu falavantah shamadayah. So, Vairagyam and Mumukshutvam. Tivram yasya tu vidyate. In whom Vairagya and Mumukshata are very, very tivra intense, then only the Samadhi Shatka Sampada become Arthavantaha, meaningful, Palavantaha, fruitful. See the beauty of the words employed by Shankara Bhagavan. So when Vairagya is there, Samadhi Shatka Sampada, controlling mind, natural withdrawal, Shraddha, all of them are Arthavan, meaningful. When we do Samadhi, there should be meaningful. If that have to be meaningful, the Vairagya has to be Pakka. Nahi hai Pakka Vairagya, then they are all Artha-rahita only. It's all sowing seeds in a deserted land only. अर्थवान नहीं हो, अनर्थ वेस्ट हो जाएगा वो पूरा. सो वैराग्यम च मुमुक्षुत्वम तीव्रम यस्य तु विद्यते तस्मिन् एव अर्थवन्तः स्युः शमादयः. So too, when the mumukshutta is not there, then all these controlled faculties, for what we employ? Again for the same things of the worldliness. Therefore, the Samadhi Shatka Sampada will be fruitless, na phalavantaha, if the mumukshata is not there. If the mumukshata is there, phalavantaha, if the vairagya is there, then they become arthavantaha. So anything we do in life should be meaningful as well as fruitful. Spirituality may be meaningful and fruitful hona hai. Our big efforts are Samadhi Shatka Sampada. If they have to be meaningful, there should be Vairagya, of course with Viveka. Then if it has to be fruitful, then there should be Mumukshutva. There he says, Etayor mandata yatra viraktatva mumukshayoh marau salilavat tatra shamader bhanamatrada. Marau salilavat, like the water in the desert means mirage water kitara. The shamadamadi are bhanamatra only. They are of no use at all if there is mandata in these two. Mandata means dullness, means not mastered these two sadhanas of Vairagya and Mumukshut. Etayor mandata yatra viraktatva mumukshayoho marau salilatva tatra shamadher bhana matrata. Then how to strengthen them? The strengthening thing is told is ki again uh, these are become prasadena guru seyam pravruddha suyate phalam. Guroho prasadena, this mumukshutva and vairagya become pravruddha. Both of them become grow sufficiently, deepen sufficiently by the guroho prasadena. Very clearly, prasadena guru seyam pravruddha suyate phalam. This mukshata will grow intensely, deeply, and force us to do the required sadhanas, inspire us to do the sadhanas, and get us the result of moksha when we have the Guru Prasada. Isn't it? Now feel that. Yesterday we have seen how that Kagabusundiji in that life humiliated the Guru. Ishvara himself is cursing him. Unko bhayankar shraap diya. You become, go to Naraka, suffer so much time, now go through so many 10,000 yonis, you will be born dying, then you will enter into, as a snake yoni, you will enter into the hole of the tree, you will stay there. Shivji gives that shrap because Guru Apamana he has done. है ना? And then Guru Upasana done, ये देखो, by his कृपा, है ना? मन्दमध्यमरूपापि वैराग्येण शमादिना प्रसादेन गुरोसेयं प्रवृद्धा सूयते phalam. Here, little more let us focus on the beautiful this quality of mumukshita. I want to get liberated. I want to have the Atmajnana. I just want to get out of my identity with these upadhis. This mukshita is so very essential. वो भी कहते हैं यहाँ this manda hai, if that mokshata, that can be strengthened like this. Manda madhyama rupapi vairagyena shamadina prasadena guroho sa iyam mumukshata pravruddha bhutva phalam suyate prasuyate. So each of the sadhanas we have to thoroughly intellectually understand. Then mutual relation also we must know, and all of them put together should lead us towards the ultimate goal. And like in any of the meetings, good number of all the committee members sit and they conceive a goal. Then there are plannings as to how to achieve that goal. Kya karna, kya nahi karna. Here also, the mukti is the goal. For that, the adhikaritva is sadhana chatushtaya sampada. Each of them are told independently the mutual relation. The relation between Viveka Vairagya is, if Viveka is there, then only the Vairagya will come. Vairagya and Samadhi Shatka Sampada, the Sambandha is what? The Samadhi Shatka Sampada is Arthavantaha, meaningful. Only when there is the Vairagya. Then the Sambandha between Vairagya, Samadhi and Mumukshada is what? These two, Vairagya and Samadhi, become Phalavantaha only when there is Mumukshata. Then the Mumukshata can be Manda and Madhyama. If that Manda Mumukshata is there, we take this spirituality very lightly. And Madhyama, kabhi that sporadic attacks hote. At that time, we will not be doing so intensely our Vairagya and Shamadabad. Our Mumukshata is required very strongly. And again, that Mumukshata is strengthened by these two. Manda Madhyama Rupa api Mumukshata Vairagyena Shamadina Guru Prasadena Pravruddha Suyate Phalam. So therefore, being in the company of Guru who is in that Mukta Avastha and who is kind enough to guide us towards that Mukti always puts us in touch with that truth and it intensifies our desire. Isn't it? And lucky we are if we get such Guru, if we recognize that Guru, if we surrender to that Guru who single pointedly bent upon guiding us towards that Atma Sakshatkara and Moksha, who has no second agenda. Like our Puja Gurudeva, Adi Shankara Bhagwan. Did they misguide any of the people who have approached them to be worldly and to be bound with the upadhis and worldliness? Not at all. Only was Shastra Gnan, Tattva Gnan, Atma Gnan, Moksha Sadhana. See that such gurus to have in life is so lucky. They are there. We have to approach. Of course, we should have our purity of intentions, etc. धीरे धीरे वो सारे चीजों को लाना पड़ता है consciously. The attitudes, the intentions, they have to be very perfect. Not impossible, not difficult. थोड़ा सा बात समझदारी की है, मेच्योरिटी की है. Guru is there to teach me moksha vidya. I need it. I am going to him. I'll be able to tune to him and get from him this knowledge. You have my devotion and shraddha in him. So let me have them. हो गया बात. Why involve in any other thought, any other discussion? है ना, दूसरा टॉपिक लाना ही नहीं. Like our Parama Guru Tapona Maharaj. Anybody coming to him, he will only talk Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya. जिसको इंटरेस्ट है दे विल स्टे, जिसको डजंट इंटरेस्ट नहीं है चले जाएंगे, उनको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. He will not entertain anyone for the sake of entertaining them, entertaining their topics. He says, मेरे पास मेरे दुकान में एक ही आइटम. Like even in today's world of supermarkets having 10,000 items, 1 lakh items, there are some shops I know, they keep only 2 sweets. क्या है बात मतलब? They say पिछले 80 साल से हमारे दुकान में ये 2 ही बनते बस. जिलेबी रबड़ी इतना ही बनता है. I can add 20 things, but I don't want. We are happy with it. Don't you see that? There's another shop. Only 2 types of sweets they make. And that also, his shop is open between 10 o'clock to 12 in the afternoon, evening 4 to 6 or 6 to 7. ऐसा 2 घंटे. And he has sufficient quantity he makes to his capacity. He sells them. With that, his livelihood is taken care. He is not excited to get more orders. He is not excited to increase his workload and do the all types of adulteration, etc. Nothing doing, pure hearted. मजा आता है. Very ऑर्डर करके रखना पड़ता है 10 दिन पहले ही. इस दिन I want 2 kg 3 kg from you. He is ruthless. He says more than that I will not make. नहीं तो कल ले लो. फिर कल भी नहीं मिला तो मैं क्या करूं? In the same way, the gurus of the highest order have no second, third commodity with them. Only one, Tattvajnana. Isn't it? Mumukshata, Tat Atmajnanam, Shastra Jnanam. No, मुझे बोर लग रहा है गुरु महाराज थोड़ा डांस करके एंटरटेन करो. He says there are other gurus who are dancing. Go. This guru will not do this for you. See that clarity of that guru's vision, only guiding us towards it. And once from the truth, when the attention slips, first from the Guru, and if his attention is to gain more disciples, then he starts doing what disciples like, not what Shastras tell, what Guru Parampara tells. Then they will do everything after that except the main thing. And then we have intelligence to justify any nonsense we do. Isn't it? Anything we do, but people won't come otherwise. अब इसका कौन सुनने को है? हमको तो टाइम नहीं है. But having such guru in whose presence our vairagya and mumukshata starts intensified, leading to our all sadhanas to be done, and then that introverted discovery of the self and joy when it comes, nothing like that. स्वयतयोर्मन्दता यत्र विरक्तत्वमुमुक्षयोः मरौ सलिलवत्तत्र शमादेर्भानमात्रता मन्दमध्यमरूपापि वैराग्येण शमादिना प्रसादेन गुरोः सायं प्रवृद्धा सूयते फलम्. So keep Guru Maharaj photo, talk to him, tell him, isn't it? Visit him if he's still alive, in spite of us. Stay there, talk only this subject. Isn't it? No other topic. We should just start. Nor the intelligent guru diverts. कुछ नहीं जब ये बात करना है बस. हाँ, to some people गुरु मस्करी मजाक के लिए 2 बातें बात करते हैं. They are not disciples. They may be devotees. Devotee disciple में difference है. To devotee like पूज्य गुरु, ये lot of devotees, भगत, आप उनसे मस्ती मजा करते थे. Because he knows इनको तत्व सुनाओ तो सुनेंगे नहीं. बट उनके माध्यम से ही एटलीस्ट सम डिसिप्लिन, सम dharma, all that he is to teach. Because they are at that level. But to the disciple, only Tattva Jnana. Majidar Bhat. We have seen that with our own eyes. So, the importance of the Guru in our life, in the evening class also yesterday we saw, here also we saw. Then, now in this way, Prasadena Guru, when it is said, we go to the Guru, he will refresh all these qualities in us. Remember, after these 9 qualities, then we go to the Guru. That is the meaning of sadhana chatushte sampannadhikarinam moksha sadhana motam tattva viveka prakaram vakshyamaha. We gurus will tell the tattva viveka paddhati which gives moksha to only those adhikaris who are sampanna with sadhana chatushte sampannam. And then when we go to the Guru, having tested all these things, the 3 more sadhanas, as I was telling every day, yesterday, day before, are first we do Shravana from him. Shravanam. Like, in the Bharadharanyaka Upanishad in Maitreyi Brahmana and all, the Yajnavalkya wahi kehte to his wife, disciple. She wants that jnanam to seek which he is going, giving up everything. He says, Atma va are Maitreyi Shrotavyaha Mantavyaha Nididhyasnavyaha. Atma va are Drashtavyaha Shrotavyo Mantavyo Nididhyasnavyaha. Atma va are Drashtavyaha is we have to experience the self. What is sadhana? Shrotavyo Mantavyo Nididhyasitavyaha. Tavya pratyay means kartavya. It must be done. So about the Atma Vastu, the Guru Maharaj tells. We listen. For an Uttamottama Adhikari, at the time of telling only or listening only, the knowledge happens. Even the experience happens. The one whose heart is khulla, pura khali hai. No vasanas, no desires, no doubts, no importance at all to the world. The highest cadre disciples, Guru Maharaj says once, twice, thrice, 7, 8 times about the Tattva, done. Uttamadhari, Shravana itself directly leads to Anubhava, Yad Rakho. He doesn't need to do the efforts of the next 2 sadhanas. Because it is about the self. Self is am already. He just has to indicate to us. When he indicates to us, we just raise our attention towards that, turn our attention towards that, drishti, and you are that. Bataoge. Uttamadhikari kale, Shravana itself is Anubhuti. And what the Guru teaches? Atma Jnana. That he teaches through the Mahavakya Upadesha. To bring our attention up to Mahavakya, so many other things he starts introducing and telling. Like we see every hour, the Upanishads have their own way to bring the listener's attention to the Tattva. So in some places, the Sushti which we see, we value, from that the discussion starts. In some places, from the Jiva, the discussion starts. In some places, from the self only the discussion starts. Then the Srushti is explained. Then the relation between both of them told. Then the Srushti Rahita Paramatma is told. Like in Aitareya, Atma va idam ekameva agre asid nanyat kinchana misadu. The self alone was there in the beginning, it is told. Thereafter, from that self the creation came, all that said, creation which we see. Thereafter, our attention is brought into that Paramatma Tattva in whom there was never a creation. Each Upanishad follows its own way. Apna apna tarika har ek ka hai. But Shravana, listening to that Mahavakya Upadesha. In that, what is there? One example we will see for 2 minutes. Tat Tvam Asi. Tvam Tad Asi. This is the meaning. You are that. Means what? You are not this. This and that, what are they? This means this you which you think yourself as with your Dehendra Pranadi Upadi. You are not this. Then you are the what? That. That Brahman, that self, that pure Satchidananda are you. Why the word that used? Because for us right now it is aparoksha. It's paroksha. Because for us right now the experience is that I am Jivana with the Upadis. Therefore, while teaching, the Guru will have to say Paroksha Rupena only. But having contemplated what Guru says, then slowly we become from the Paroksha to the Aparoksha Anubhuti. That Aparoksha Anubhuti is, yes, Guru, what you said I have understood, I have experienced it now. What your experience? Not again the Shishya says Tattvamasi. He says Aham Brahma Asmi. That is the Aparoksha Anubhuti. When I am Brahman, which is infinite, which is blissful, which is Satchidananda Rupa, where is bondage in me? Bondages are to me when I think I am. These upadhyukta jiva. Okay? So these things, thousand ways gurus keep on teaching continuously. That is called Shravanam, which we have to do. Thereafter the Shravanam, we have to do the Mananam of it, Charvanam of it, chewing of it for our grasping of what exactly Guru said intellectually. And also any doubts, suspicions, any questions, doubts noted, they also are asked to the Guru. Guru clarifies them. This is called as Mananam. So Shravanam gives information, Mananam makes the information into knowledge convinced, knowledge doubt free. Doubt free, convincing knowledge about our essential self is gained through Manana. If it has not happened to us with all our few years of listening, so only Shravana we are doing, Manana we are not doing. That's the meaning. We have to do. With Mananam, when it is convinced that I am not, that I am the self, still the habitual errors are there now. To live as the upadhis, they are eliminated through the nididhyasana sadhana. In nididhyasana, the anatma tiraskarana, atma swikarana, silently we keep on doing. So the three words Vedanta implies are listen. Abhavana, asambhavana, viparita bhavan. Abhavana is there is nothing like the self. Only the Jiva Bhava, the Jagat are real. That Abhavana Rupi dosha is removed by Shravana. Continuously when you keep on listening, भावना है एक परमात्मा तत्व है करके knowledge मिलने लगता है. And even that self is me, these things we, when you do the Shravanam, the Abhavana goes away. Like for you and I, from last 5 years, that's happening. Then that self is me only, the doubtless intellectual knowledge we have to have. The opposite of it is asambhavana. The asambhavana is removed by the mananam. So abhavana removed by the shravanam, asambhavana is removed by mananam. Third one is there called a viparita bhavana. Viparita bhavana is still in my life, in my vyavahara, in my experience, I continue to be jiva only with upadhi. That's a viparita bhavana. That's being eliminated through the nididhyasana. In the nididhyasanam, daily, morning, afternoon, evening, like a body fitness interested person, as he does his yoga exercises, isn't it? The energy level interested person, as he does his pranayama, the economy interested person goes through the economic books or policies or the status of the economy of the country. So too, the Adhyatmika sadhaka finds his own times, morning, afternoon, evening, keeps doing this sadhana of what I am convinced that I am Brahman, I am that. I am not these upadhis. That is what in the evening class nowadays in Brahma Jnana Vali Mala we are doing. That's called as Atmanusandhanam, Tatvanusandhanam. Anusandhanam is tuning, yoking ourselves to that which we are convinced through the Mananam. I am the self, I am the Satchidananda, I am not any of the Upadhi Yukta. So that's why throughout the text, if you see how beautifully, Maya, Tatkarya, Dehadi, Mamanasteva Sarvada. Sukarupa Swarupo, Ham Ahameva, Ham Avyaha. These are all Nididhyasana mantras. What Shankara Bhagavan is teaching us in the evening Brahma Jnana Vanimala class. So therefore, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada we have earned. We go to the Guru by our choice. We will surrender to Him. First, He will check whether we are thorough in all these four or not. If not, He will give further trainings and He will ensure that we have these four. We have to cooperate with Him at that time. Thereafter, seeing our qualification desirability, He gives us the Shravana chance, in which He will give us Tattvas Mahavakya Upadesha. To be precise, means telling us that you are the Brahman, you are not Jiva. Of that knowledge, we have to do the Manana Chintana. If you are Uttamadhikari, while listening only, the finished product is finished. उत्तमाधिकारी के लिए है ना नहीं है मंद मध्यम है so then we have to do the manana through the manana asambhavana is removed means all the doubts are removed convinced that I am that but yet habits are there still vasanas are there they are called viparita bhavana they are rejected by the nididhyasana sadhana in the nididhyasana nididhyasana nischayena dhidhyasam means continuously putting the buddhi in trying to have that anubhuti of what we are convinced already that I am that. So, in that nididhyasana, when we are convinced that I am sakshi to these upadhis, that sakshi abhyasa is done. When I am convinced that the nature of that sakshi is satchidananda, then we try to remain as that sat and chit. That's called nididhyasana. In that so many, neti neti vid ho jata hai. Again and again, the upadhis come asking us to identify. We say, no, I'm sorry, I used you, you helped me, but you are not me. I am the sakshi to you. I am the drashta. In this way, the variety of paddhatis are there by which in nididhyasanam we try to identify with the self. No? Try to identify with the self. It's somewhat like just to hint at doing that sadhana and possibilities. An example. If that example is not fit, just drop it. Example is what? Like sometime when we go to a new place. रात में सो गए सुबह उठते ही वो डाउट होता है कि मैं कहाँ हूँ it takes some 2 or 3 seconds oh yesterday I traveled now I am in this new place so as we try to identify with the new place isn't it takes 2 3 seconds now then we are settled like that any example है ना after that getting up place what is my duty if is newly employed अच्छा अच्छा मैं नए ऑफिस में ज्वाइन किया हूँ तो I have to go and work or if she's a girl married when she gets the money then okay now I am the bahu of this house she will have to do that nididhyasana for some time then after a few months she's fully settled there are few days example in the same way oh through the shastram I am convinced that I am the self so let me not seriously behave like a jiva. Let me play outside every quiet, but on the seat of meditation, ruthlessly rejecting my identity with the upadhis and trying to be the sakshi, trying to be the witness, trying to be the sat and chit unqualified. This is called nididhyasa. In that, the anubhuti comes. That anubhuti first comes for a glimpse, a fraction of second. It goes away. And that joy is so deep, that becomes the source of inspiration to seek it again and again. Then we keep on doing it. Next time it comes for 2 seconds, 3 seconds. कभी कभी तो 1 महीने तक होता नहीं कभी एक जिंदगी भर एक ही बार होता है but that taste that lingering taste of that atma anubhuti makes us keep on repeating it and slowly the frequency increases then we start slowly establishing in that like anything driving शुरुआत में कैसे होता है after 6 months 1 year how you are very habitually natural that you go you put the key you start it you check all your hand gear etc then पीछे मुड़ के देखते हो reverse करना है how masterly we do that after a few months same way masterly we will be in the self then being in the self rooted in that's what it's called as We may play the play outside at the Upadhi level if some residue is remaining, if the society needs, or if the Ishvara world Lord wants. All the while this is happening, the experience that I am the self is not missed. व्यवहार जैसा अब चल रहा है वैसे ही होता है. फर्क किसमें है? पहले आत्मानुभूति नहीं था, अब अनुभूति होगा. दिस इज द डिफरेंस. So a good discussion we have done for 4 days, I believe. Hope it will be helpful to us. Please refer to it. May the Lord bless us with the clarity. Now let us do our study. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो. ओम येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यम्. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानाम्. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम्. ओम भवता जनता सुहिता भविता. ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मुक्ति कैवल्य प्राप्ति सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयः राम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्तितेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृते धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थाणां विश्वेषु संप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः येषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. अथ पारायणार्थं षष्ठोऽध्यायः. We are studying fourth chapter, but in our parayana we just wanted to do one round. The sixth one we are doing, chapter 3 mantras. Yesterday we did it. Let us do the next three. Om अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः. ओम आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्वितानि भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेद्यः तेषामभावे कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये याति स तत्त्वतोऽन्यः आदिस्स संयोगनिमित्तहेतुः परस्त्रिकालादकलोऽपि दृष्टः तं विश्वरूपं भवभूतमीड्यम् देवं सचित्तस्तमुपास्य पूर्वं सवृक्षकालाकृतिभिः परोऽन्यः यस्मात् प्रपञ्चः परिवर्ततेयं धर्मावहं पापनुदं भगेशं ज्ञात्वात्मस्तममृतं विश्वधाम. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Friends, along with being simple, this text is variety, varied means so many ways this is guiding us. In fact, in one guidance only we can get the moksha, any one of them. But it is the kindness and compassion of the Shwethashwathara Rishi, as if the feeling that this disciple may not come to me, or need not come to me, or need not go anywhere, so that for that reason let me give him all aspect of the self from all angles along with all sadhanas. That aturta in him made him as if to give out so many mantras and comprehensively holding the entire Upanishadic text with all its mantras in our understanding is the greatest exercise, which is very tough. The other Upanishads, they go, the Ishavasya, it has only 18 mantra. है ना? The other one, or Mandukya, only 12 mantras. Okay, Karikas chodo, only 12 mantra. Kena Upanishad 25, 30, 35 itna honge. Kata Upanishad, if you remove the story part in the first two chapters, in the four chapters around 60, 70. अब इसमें आप 6 chapter में so many mantras around 120, 30, and each of them have so much explanation. But if somebody does this exercise of trying to comprehend, keep in their mind comprehensive understanding of every of this shloka, he is a genius only. I to feel, oh Lord, give that desire, that ability, that every Upanishads, all aspects, all knowledges are always held in the mind so that sadhana can be done, seva can be done. Not only the Upanishads, the Gita, the Mukhya Moksha Granthas, all of them. Okay, now which shloka we are studying? 17th one. Okay, Nirbheda Sukha Ekatana Atmanah Vishwakrutvam Tad Vyapitvam Sannyasivihi Aptavya Moksha Rupatvam. Cha, I'm so delighted with this. Sambandha Bhashya itself, it is revealing to me the essence of not only this shloka but the entire Vedanta. ये टेक्स्ट में अलग मिठास है, इसलिए लाइक यू आई ऑल्सो फील एवरी डे 3 3 श्लोक खत्म करो, जल्दी टेक्स्ट खत्म हो जाएगा, देन गो टू चांद हो गया. बट व्हेन आई सी ऑल दिस, इट इज सो टेस्टी, सो ब्यूटीफुल, हाउ पेशेंटली काइंडली व्हेन भगवान शंकर हैज गिवन इट, should it not that we should also study with same patience and justify those blessings given to us. So nirbheda sukha ekatana atmanah. This Brahma Vastu is Atma. It is Ekatana. It is Ekatana Sukha and Nirbheda. Nirbheda means there is no Dvaita. Eka means one without second. Ekatana means that one without second Advaitata is continuous. And Sukha Rupa. It is of the nature of bliss. And it is experienced as I, the Atman. So Nirbheda Sukha Ekatana Atmana. Of this Atman, which is one without second, which is continuous homogeneous, which is of the nature of bliss, of that Vishwakrutvam, that he is the one from whom the creation has come. Tad Vyapitvam, he is the one who is permeating the whole world. Remember, कल हमने बताया जब कभी उपनिषदों में विश्व की बात होती है ना, that is not from the Upanishad standpoint. From the Upanishad standpoint, Upanishad talks only about the Brahman. Then from whose standpoint it is being spoken? From our standpoint, who we are seeing the Jagat. हमको विश्व दिख रहा है ना, इसलिए हमारे दृष्टि से विश्व की बातें जहां भी होते होते हैं. उपनिषद इज नॉट हियर टू एस्टैब्लिश द विश्व, बिकॉज वी आर ऑलरेडी सीइंग इट. जो जिस विश्व को हम देख रहे हैं ना, फॉर एस्टैब्लिशिंग इट देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ उपनिषद. और इंद्रियास आर एनफ. उपनिषद इज व्हाट? अनिंद्रिय विषये, पारमार्थिक विषये उपनिषदः व्हाट यू कॉल प्रमाणाः. ब्रह्माद्वितीय श्रुतय प्रमाणम. सो अद्वितीय ब्रह्म को बताने के लिए ही श्रुति है. क्लियर? सो हियर विश्व सृष्टुत्व मीन्स नारायण विश्वकृत्वम फ्रॉम आवर स्टैंड पॉइंट. देन तद व्यापित्वम, ही इज द वन हु इज परमेटिंग नूक एंड कॉर्नर ऑफ द होल विश्व. देखो, विश्वकृत्व तद व्यापित्व. Don't you, if you are careful, see the contradiction there? But through that contradiction only we are guided. Through that contradiction only we are guided. How can it be both? He is the creator of the world and he is permeating? Only one way. What is it? That the creation has happened from him only. Then only that can happen. If the creation has happened from him, then is he still there or not? Yeah, how can he go away? He is still there. If he is still there, then how can the creation happen out of him? Therefore, creation cannot happen out of him. Then what it must be? The only alternative for something which is seen but still not created, that it must be projected. It must be imagined. That's why the Srishti is Kalpita, not Nirmita. That's how intellectually we come to understanding. Then, from this Kalpita, uh, creation, we have to reach to the Adhisthana Brahman. The final thought which you have to take home every day is what? The Adhisthana Brahman is our goal. Him we have to reach in our Nididhyasana as an experience. That it is me. So, Tadvyapitvam, then Sannyasavihi Aptavya Moksha Rupatvam cha aha. For the sannyasin, he is the Aptavya. And once that sannyasi has obtained the self, moksha rupam, he is in the experience of the liberation. I am liberated. I am ever eternally liberated because I am that self, which is nirveda sukha ekatana atmanaha. Tadastha rupena vishwakrutvam and tadvyapitvam. Hope you are able to catch it. So the Paramatman is one without second, homogeneous, bliss natured from his own standpoint. From the creation standpoint, he is the creator and he is permeating the entire that creation. Then the sadhakas who want to have the moksha, now they are mumukshus. For them to have that moksha, they have to become sannyasi. So they become sannyasi, therefore they give up everything. Then they pursued this self relentlessly, single pointedly. Then they actualized, realized that self. Then they got the moksha. That's the meaning of sannyasi vihi tat aptavya moksha rupatvam cha aha. One who becomes sannyasi and also has sadhana sampada and then listens from the Guru, the Atma Swarupa Lakshana, then one he does contemplation, he realizes it as himself, then he is freed from his wrong notions, wrong identities. These in between things we have to add every time. पहले क्लास में बताया हर बार नहीं बताते we have to know अच्छा in between these two sentences there are four more sentences to be added to make it a complete sequential thing. Now let us chant the mantra Om Esha Devo Vishwakarma Mahatma Sada Jananam Hrudaye Sannivishtaha Hrudamanisha Manasa Bhikluptaha Yaetadviduramrutaste Bhavanti. Again, Esha Devo Vishwakarma Mahatma Sada Jananam Hrudaye Sannivishtaha Hrudamanisha Manasa Bhikluptaha ये तद्विदुरमृताः ते भवन्ति. So Eshaha, this self, is Devaha, is of the nature of consciousness. Vishwakarma, he is the one who is expressing as the Vishwa. Mahatma, he is all pervading. Sada, always, for recognition. Jananam Hridaye Samyak Nivishtaha, established in the heart of everyone. And how to recognize him? Hruda, Manisha, Manasa. These are the three sadhanas. Through them, Abhikruptaha means he is recognized or realized. Yayetad viduhu, whoever have tried and realized this Brahman, te amrutaha bhavanti. They discover their immortality. So therefore, the fear of death, the misery of death, all of them end one for all. Te amrutaha bhavanti. First, the realization of that amrutatva. Thereafter, the upadhis may be projected, may be used, may be played with, but I'm not missing my real identity. That's what is Jivan Muktas. Now this mantra is to be studied with Bhashyam patiently. We start it, will take time. So tomorrow, without any of the introduction, straight away mantrocharana, and then we'll enter into the adhyayana of the Bhashya of this mantra. Spare it for tomorrow. Thank you. Let us stop it today. Let us study our Gita for some time. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paravarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Just join for Gita in couple of minutes. Thank you. God bless you all.